An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
They wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Good job, good job.
Play action. Now Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark, because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Mayfield's throw pulled in here by Powell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. throwing. Mayfield. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pass caught. It's been sporadic. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Akers again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're able to stop him short. 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position.
backs to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touch. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the option going right. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Ravens ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. And brought down on the play by Daniel Hardy.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, set.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Mayfield and the offense now. Down 14-7. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now Mayfield. And he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
DC.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head.
You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.